Dear students, in continuation of what we were talking, this is module number 31 for the subject of strategic human resource management. This module is about from competitive strategy to competitive advantage. In the last module, we talked about two most famous and dominating frameworks about how organizations can develop and sustain competitive advantage. I hope you recall one of them was low cost strategy and second was differentiation strategy. We also talked about resource based view and I said that this is in contrast, ये opposite है इन दो sources of competitive advantage से. The resource based view, I just tell you, was introduced by Barney or Barney J in early 1991. Although the roots of this school of thoughts emerged in 1965 by Penrose and others, but most of the contribution in the recent past is done by J. Barney. He offered this perspective in contrast to the Michael Porter perspective. What's that? According to the low-cost strategy and differentiation strategy, you have to develop these two sources of competitive advantage based on external factors, customers, competitors, what your customers want, what your competitors are offering. You differentiate your product, what your customers want, or you control the price. Even these things are or may not be in control of the company. For example, if you have a low cost strategy and the price of raw material increases, what will happen? Definitely, your cost of production will increase. As a result, you may not be able to sustain your competitive advantage. That's why, in contrast to the low cost strategy and competitive strategy offered by resource based view is or J. Barney is that it is the employees of an organization. It is the employees of an organization. They can create a sustainable competitive advantage if they possess something which is rare. Let's see that what it is. So resource based view of a strategy focuses on the role of organizational capabilities as a source of competitive advantage. In the very first module, I said that the strategic human resource management, and we say strategic human resource management, I emphasize again and again on this title of this subject that when you treat your employees as an asset rather than cost to the organization, you are playing or the HR is thinking strategically about the vision and mission of the organization. So according to this perspective, employees of an organization is the only source they can develop or help an organization to achieve a sustainable competitive advantage. So these capabilities are intangible assets. As I said that you decrease the price, your competitor can decrease the price too. You couldn't sustain your competitive advantage. So these capabilities are intangible, something which cannot be touched. Employs skills, abilities, competency, motivation, experience, ability to make decisions. Can you learn? Perhaps it's very difficult. Can you copy these things? Imitate? Very hard, because these are the competencies of the people they bring with them when they join an organization, and they take them when they leave the organization. Organizational capabilities can also be described as an organization's competencies or competence. So core competencies refer to a bundle of skills and technologies that enable a company to provide particular benefit to the customers. When the employees of your organizations are able to develop a product or they offer a particular benefit to the customers, it is very hard to copy if it is based on human resources. Remember, guys, when employees are motivated, how can other companies copy that? Because employees are motivated for a number of reasons which is intangible, cannot be seen, cannot be copied, and so on. So, the capabilities of an organization must possess four characteristics. I just go through them very quickly and we may discuss them in detail in the later modules. They must be valuable, they must be rare, they must be costly, and they must be hard to imitate. Let's look at the third bullet point of this slide. Only valuable, rare, costly to imitate, and non-substitutable resources can be a source of sustained competitive advantage. In other words, when we say about competitive advantage or competencies then of our organization, there must be something which other cannot copy. So the resource-based view see employees as a resource, which is this concept is also being challenged nowadays, but it suggests that it is the employees of an organization. They can develop or they can be a source of competitive advantage. Without employees, their competencies, capabilities, it is hard to develop a competitive advantage. Thank you.